Hey everybody, this is Tony the Gun Guy with ConcealedArmsHomeDefense.com. Today I'm going to be doing a buttstock change out on an Arms Mogul Max. I've got one here on the table that was damaged during shipping. The bird's head grip was damaged, as well as the case down here was beat all the pieces by mail carrier. So as you can see here on this bird's head grip, it was dropped on that end and it damaged the bird's head grip. So I went ahead and took the bird's head grip off, but I'm going to take that off and put this tactical, and I wanted to show you all the parts involved and also all of the tools that you need. It's simple, it's just a couple minutes to do this, and show you how it's done. So as far as the bird's head grip, I just use a Torx. It's a T40, just a regular old screwdriver. Put a Torx bit in there, and already taken this off, but you have that hole right there in the end of your bird's head grip. Just stick that in there and just screw it out. And once you get the screw out, there's no washer or anything. You can see there's the screw. That's the Torx 40 fits in there. And I don't know what the threading is, but I'm going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot where they have a thread finder and see what this threading is. I will put it down in the description once I complete the video. And then that way, because I always get a little calls, what can you put on here? Can you put a Remington stock? Can you put a Mossberg stock? I don't know, because I've never known what the threading was. And so I don't know. Really, that's your challenge as to what the threading is. Other than that, what the angle the buttstock is that you're going to put on there, if it will match up and be flush. So, but at least I'm going to find out what the threading is, and I will let you know. So that's how you take off it comes originally shipped with the bird's head grip. That's how you take that off. You have a Torx 40, and it's a regular right hand threading, so you just turn it lefty loosey to take it off. And once you get the screw out, just pull it right off, and that's off of there. Now, I'm going to put this tactical buttstock in its place, and that's what it looks like whenever you have the tactical buttstock on there. It comes with another bolt with a washer, and now this one's not a Torx, it's just a regular bolt. It is our hex, it's 6-sided, and it is I'm using a number 13 metric, and I have two 6-inch extensions. You can probably do it with a 6 and a 3 maybe, but I got two 6-inch extensions, and as you can see, that gives me enough length to put it on. So the bolt goes down in here, comes out there, and then that's where you attach this to the receiver of the gun. So and once you get this attached with this bolt, you also have another screw here. It's a wood screw, and you have your rubber recoil pad. The rubber recoil pad slips in at the top, and then it snaps in down at the bottom. That wood screw goes in here. As you can see, you have another hole right there, and that's how you secure the recoil pad onto your tactical stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause and get this put on, and then we'll take a look at this with the tactical stock.
Go.
Okay guys, I have the bolt threaded through the stock ready to be for the tactical stock to be placed onto the receiver. So I've got it lined up here. And just hand thread this to make sure that you're getting it on there straight. You're not stripping it or anything. And I don't know for sure how much torque or how many pounds torque to put on this. And also something I should have done that I didn't, but I'm going to back this out and do it. I'll just do it off of the this particular video, but I am going to put Loctite on this bolt so that, you know, you want to put Loctite on stuff like this so you don't want it coming loose. So once I finish the video, I'm going to take this back off and put Loctite on it. And I'm just going to kind of snug that in right now. But there you go. I've got that on. And the recoil pad again, it just snaps up into the top. And there should be somewhere on here a little hole, something to guide me where I put this wood screw in here. So I'm gonna pause the camera so I can take this off and look at it a little bit. Once I find it, I'll start back up again. Okay, I'm back. I've actually got the screw threaded through the recoil pad here. What I did is I actually just turned the screw around and screwed it in all the way till it protruded out here on the rubber side. That way I knew where I actually needed to penetrate this rubber with the screw. And you also, on this rubber pad, you might want to make a little bit more of a slit in there with an X-Acto knife or something, just a small little slit to give enough room for the head of the screw to sink in up underneath the rubber recoil pad. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in place. Change positions with you there. Not sure how deep this screw needs to be before it actually starts grabbing threads in the buttstock. Oh, there we go. Oh, not quite. Almost there. And I might have, my bit is not very deep, or not deep enough. The shank, it's not deep enough to get in that recoil pad there, but okay. Oh, there we go. So that did not grab enough threads. I'm gonna have to get a longer shank to get that in there. So go ahead and pause while I get me a longer shank. Okay guys, I'm back. I did have a little struggle, as you saw there before the break, where I was actually struggling on getting the screw into the buttstock here to hold on the recoil pad. And here was the issue. This gun ships with a 8 1/8 screw. Well, I went out and bought 8 by 2 inch, and this screw just barely, the threads start about right here, and with this one in there, it's just not enough. It actually had about 1 or 2 threads that would grab in here, but that's not going to hold when you start shooting this gun with the recoil and everything. So if you want to change these out and you go to put your rubber recoil pad onto this tactical stock, the stock screw that's 8 by 1 you need to, actually I think it's 8 by 1 1/4. You either need to get an 8 by 1 1/2 or an 8 by 2, and then it will hold it just fine. So just to kind of recap here on all the parts involved in this. To take off your bird's head, it actually comes with this screw or this bolt, and I actually took it off with a T40 Torx, which is that size right there. So a T40 Torx will take out the bolt that holds on your bird's head grip. Once you get that off, you have your tactical stock here, and to attach your tactical stock, it comes with another bolt, and I did get the sizing on those threads. I will post that in the description down below, but I believe it was M8, Kim, what
32 maybe.
M8 by 32, but I'll post it down below in the description so you'll know for sure. But this stock comes again with the recoil pad off of it, which allows you to stick the bolt back up into here and attach this tactical stock to the receiver. And I used a number 13 socket, 2 6-inch extensions on a 1/2-inch drive, and I torqued it pretty good. I don't know the exact pounds, but I hand torqued it pretty good. I did not put any Loctite on it because I'm not sure what the customer is going to do. He's getting a replacement bird's head grip, and that way I left it without any Loctite on there so he can take it off and put this back on and make it permanent, whatever. Loctite comes in red or blue. One is permanent where you want it to stay all the time, and the other color is will hold it tight, but it's something that you can take off and on if you need to. So I'll let the customer decide on that. So that's it, guys. Oh, and I used the number 2 Phillips to actually screw in the and that's just a sheet metal screw to screw that in to hold the bottom of the recoil pad. And it actually just slides into a notch here in the top, and then you attach it with that I used the 8 by 2 down here at the bottom. So it's nice and secure. So that's it. Hopefully that helps. I've never done that before. I knew it wouldn't take much, but I did struggle a little bit because they didn't really design this right with the right length of a screw. So this video is a little longer than what I intended. But if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below. As always, like and subscribe. And also, guys, I did safety check this gun before I was working on it. So always make sure you're working with a safe gun. A lot of times there are discharges in guns when people are actually cleaning or working on them like what I did. But I did actually off camera safety check this gun. So that's it, guys. God bless and be safe.